Hey guys, Swagger Life here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I've got a full Legends League deck for you. I'm sorry I haven't been able to upload lately. I've been really busy, but I'm back and let's get into the video. We're gonna go up against this base, and as I've always said, it's pretty easy or pretty straightforward. Whenever we go up against two rage tower compartments, we want to get a fireball onto one of those rage compartments, and then use the overgrowth for the other one. Now soon we're gonna get a new update with some new defense levels, that being the Teslas, I think some Black Mines, the Giga Bomb, the Inferno Towers, Fire Spitters, and also we're gonna be getting a new pet which is called the Raven or the Greedy Raven. Let me tell you right now guys, do not use it in Legends because it's useless. It only targets like gold storages, and the damage, it deals a lot of damage to like resource buildings. So against gold storages, elixir storages, whatever it is, as long as it's a resource, it's gonna target that. So it's pretty useless in Legends, but if you wanna farm, for example with the Mass Valkyrie strategy, it's pretty good. But then, other than that, I mean, I'd recommend you guys upgrading the Fire Spitters first, then the Inferno Towers, because the multi-Inferno Towers are really deadly. And then just keep on going with the upgrades. Now, I have found that with this strategy, with the golem strategy, when like every defense and the town hall is centered and locked, in the center with like a lot of wall layers around it, you gotta try and time the log launcher perfectly so that your push doesn't go on the outside. So timing it would be really nice, and we just did that. I have my king and queen, my king and royal champion on the outside, which is what we want. And we're gonna demolish this base with all the heroes alive. It's just like, if you get the right approach, it's impossible to take down this army, but not every base is as simple as the other one or as this one. And sometimes, things go horrible. We either mess up our fireball or the warden dies something, but we can always recover. Now again, like, there's not much I can say basically, because it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty obvious. Get a fireball on one of those rage towers, then use the log launcher. And also guys, so with the new level for the Seeking Black Mine, or the Black Mine, whatever it's called, it will now take down, or when the update becomes available, it will take down the healers in one shot. So you gotta be really careful with those loons, those test loons you use, because you wanna save those healers for as long as possible. I mean, that wasn't really what I was trying to go for. I was trying to go for like the rage tower, but I feel like I got more value going for that fireball. Not intentionally though, but I feel like I got more value than if than what I would have gotten if I had gone for the fireball onto the rage tower. So sometimes even if you make mistakes, they might be in your favor. And then we're gonna use the long launcher to open all those walls up, so we have a clear path towards the town hall. And then we're looking pretty good. And also guys, when it comes to rage towers, if you want to try and time the rage tower like perfectly as soon as it triggers, or as soon as it triggers and you want to use the overgrowth, the thing is with the towers, with the spell towers, whether it's a poison tower, an invis tower, a rage tower, and we're gonna be getting the earthquake spell tower really soon as well. A troop has to stay inside the radius, like the spell tower radius, for 1.20 seconds for the spell tower to activate. So or you can just take it down, with the king ability. But yeah, I mean, we don't always get lucky and get a perfect bounce onto the rage tower. or a poison tower or whatever it is, but now you know 1.20 seconds for one troop to be inside the radius for it to get activated. It's something to know, you know. Small details can make big differences. And man, like, I don't know, why am I always going up against like Rage Tower bases? So for this base, it's pretty obvious. I need to try and get a fireball onto one of those Rage Towers. If I get it on the Rage Tower, this base is gone for. There's no way this base is gonna be able to fight back. And I think we managed to do that as well. So with the help of an overgrowth, we're gonna be able to get a pretty good fireball onto that Rage Tower, and that is a huge value, man. So there we go. I'm also trying to time it. So as soon as my wooden takes down this air defense, we're gonna use our invisibility spells. 1, 2, 3, and I went for 4 just to be extra safe, but I don't think I needed that, you know, that extra or the 4th invisibility spell. But take a look at that value. That is just beautiful value. Though my question is, how did I not hit the monolith? That's pretty weird. So if we take this base for example, if we take this attack, or as an example, this is like a base where you might time fail if you do what I'm doing exactly, because you know I let my wooden work for like 1 minute probably. I don't quite remember when we hit the fireball, and then we have everything in one place working, basically just going around this entire base, and that's where time fails occur. That's where, you know, the results can, or it can result in a time fail. So I mean, we're not gonna time fail on this base, but if you wanna try and prevent time fails, try and always divide your base into two pieces. So king and queen, king and royal champion on one side, and then the main push on the other side. But you don't always get, you know, these bases, but it's just a good thing to know. So with like 10 seconds left, we're still gonna be able to get the 3-star with 3 heroes alive. I mean, so far we've crushed every base. That's pretty good. And what is this? My god, bro. I still can't believe, like, how are people using this base? Silent army? The hell? So if you're an OG, OG subscriber, you probably know that when the Town Hall 18 released, people were using these bases, and I basically had a perfect approach. I started at that top left side beside that air defense, beside like that elixir storage at the top side, and then I basically had a code. But now I've actually changed, because if I want to get the most value possible inside that core, I think it's best to start at this bottom side, because with the help of an overgrowth as well, we're gonna be able to like take down that whole core. But also guys, don't be too early with your overgrowth, because it can, you know, wear off before you even have started or before you even start with the fireball and then visibility spells. So if I get a fireball onto the monolith, that is like insane value. That's probably the fireball radius is gonna hit everything. My god, why is this not Ultra Thor not going down? There we go. Take a look at that value. That is beautiful value. I almost hit everything, but not quite. It's all good though. We only like got the hero beam or the light beam, and then one builder hut remaining. But the good thing is, my log launcher is gonna take down the town hall, the light beam, plus that builder. Or is it? No, it's not targeting the builder hard, but it's not. It's no problem. So see, we're gonna secure the second store with our log launcher, which is amazing. But you gotta make sure to keep an eye out on the log launcher and try and protect it for as long as possible, because you know that super wizard chain could have been a huge problem. But I tried to put in as many troops as possible so that you know they could get targeted instead of my log launcher. And it's these small details I've been talking about. A lot of small details make big differences, and I wasted my poison spell basically because I don't know, I had no patience. So that was a horrible poison spell, but it's not gonna matter. I still got the king ability left, the queen ability left. Time is not looking, the best, but I mean, we only have 10% of this base left, so that's not gonna be a problem whatsoever. And yeah, this base is also getting wrecked, man. Now for this base, and you're gonna see me go up against a lot of double rage compartment bases, because with the thrower, the thrower meta, whatever that shit or whatever it is. But you know what I mean, like when the thrower meta came in, everybody just changed bases and we've been stuck there ever since. It's so random, because like I swear to God, if I were to change my base from like a base that's like anti-mass thrower, trust me, the next day I'm gonna get hit with like mass throwers, the whole straight 8 attacks. This was a beautiful fireball, not gonna lie. Now also, so with the log launcher here, see, a small detail would be to target that log launcher so that it hits all those defenses in front of it, that monolith, revenge tower, bomb hive. And that is, these are the small details I've been talking about, because see, it's all gonna damage all the the archers and the headhunters coming out from the CC. So I mean, it's so nice, it's so easy, it's so simple. You just gotta get the right approach in, and it's impossible to fail an attack if it's not a baited area where you're gonna use the fireball and so on. But like if you get all these small details right, it is impossible for the zombie to go down. It's so good. But we all have bad days, and I have said before as well, do not do your attacks if you're in a bad mood, because you just can't think. Like if you can't think about the attack, it's impossible to get a good 3-star or a good attack and not a good 3-star. Sometimes as well, the attacks are not in our favors, because a lot of times lately, and also a lot of times, I've been getting baited so hard by my like main army, my main push. It's like all my healers basically start healing like one giant from the troop launcher if I use the troop launcher, or one golem takes all my healers and runs away. It's so like there's nothing we can do about that, but we just gotta pray that that doesn't happen. Now, what is this base? My God, so I'm trying to get a fireball onto, like getting a fireball onto that core is just huge value. And also, I'm not sure if you saw the bottom side, but at the bottom side, if I had some rocket loons, we could have taken down those mortars and then, you know, use the flame flinger. That would have been huge value. Hit the warden ability. So, man, I would have liked a fireball onto that scatter shot instead, That would have, I would have taken down those multi-inferno towers because they are pretty deadly. But yeah, my warden just decided to walk towards this bottom side even more, and I had no more invisibility spells. No worries though, we're gonna put everything in, go into the tunnel, and see guys, I'm going into the tunnel, that's why we're using the troop launcher. So since this is like a heavy area with like a lot of damage, see, I need to change, like I need to split my army, but I'm still gonna use the Royal Champion for the main push, or for those multi-inferno towers. Cause see, that revenge tower is highly centralized, and I feel like with the rocket spears I can take down that revenge tower. So that's why I'm not putting in the king and the world champion for once. Actually, I could have probably put in the world champion as well, but you know, small details, try and keep an eye out on them. But then the good thing is my world champion C. That's why basically I saved my world champion for the main push, because she she went and took down those multi-inferno towers, which my main push would not have reached because of those tall walls around it. So my world champion is gonna get 2 rocket spears on the revenge tower, and then that's basically more than enough to finish the revenge tower off, because she had like full HP. Now again, man, what am I supposed to do? Like these double rage compartments? I gotta be honest though, if you mess up your fireball against double rage compartments like this, oh boy, I'm gonna say it's impossible to recover, bro. Not to let any of you down, but it's like impossible if you're gonna, cause yeah, man, I don't know what else to say, but it is really tough if you mess up your fireball. That's why do not be greedy. Use all the invisibility spells you need. So now we can use our invisibility spells. There we go, that's beautiful. I even saved one, which is amazing. Or I didn't need it. Not that I wanted to save it like on purpose, but I don't need it. Now see, this is what I talked about in the beginning with the log launcher timing. So I'm just gonna let my water take down this expo, but then I'm trying to funnel already so that I have the best chance of getting my queen and my main push into that revenge tower section. But I gotta put my log launcher really close and try and prevent the damage, try and get, or like basically distract the damage. Get the damage off my log launcher, so put in all my things. See, the log launcher is beautifully placed down, or like lined up against those defenses. My warden went down somehow, which is, oh boy, it's not good. But my log launcher is doing amazing. And I did invest a lot of totem spells into basically my main push, or actually a lot of them, into my log launcher as well. So now with the king and queen alive only, yeah, this might be rough, but trust me, we're gonna get it. So I did, place down my rage more towards, or more, on my like triple queens with the giant instead of my healers. But it's all good, because I wanted them, to have the maximum damage effect, or basically maximum damage. And that we went through this like town hall compartment and all the heroes, the long shot way faster. I still got the king ability left, which is pretty good, and some golems. So that's not bad, but this is the thing though, like these bases are not that easy to be honest, but if you get the right approach in, there's no problem whatsoever. So remember, my warden like went down in the beginning. Not in the beginning. I got the fireball, which is really important against a base like this. But we're gonna get a beautiful 3-star in. Though it's really close on time. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my god, like last second. But I'm more than happy, bro. Anything but like besides anything but a like a time fail or a 1 star. So I'm more than happy. Actually, it's been a long time since I've gone up against a base like this. It's pretty weird though, because like before I used to get like 4 of these bases in a row. But as I said in my previous video, I have found the perfect code. So from basically where my warden is right now, he's gonna do beautifully. Just take down that revenge tower, that queen, and then lock onto the air defense, and then we can use our invisibility spells because he's gonna lock onto that elixir storage like a nice block effect. There we go. That is beautiful value. Get your earthquakes in right for this. Oh my god, that value is insane. The thing is though, you cannot hit the super wizard tower and the CC at the same time, so you gotta sacrifice one or the other. Either hit the CC and have the super wizard tower alive, or take down the super wizard tower and have the CC alive. So I would highly recommend taking down the CC instead of the super wizard tower, because it's basically useless. It's not gonna be able to do anything. The super wizard tower. But see, your king is always gonna go on the outside like that. You gotta be careful because that monolith, as soon as it locks on, you gotta try and get that damage away from your king. Get that attention away from your king. Whether you use an invisibility spell or a totem spell, it's all up to you. But it's all good. Now oh bro, that tornado trap is not good whatsoever. But my warden is gonna get obliterated here because he's in the center of all the damage. And my queen is also on the outside, which is not good. I would have liked to have her on the inside, but I don't know, I can't control the whole attack. It's not, it's not like the controllable, but it's not like the controllable like challenges we used to get, where you could control your heroes. I still got the king ability left, which is really good, and I'm trying to use it for defenses only, so I don't get like wasted bounces from the spiky ball. But 92% is where you want to try and use your spiky ball, but I just had to use it basically. So with like 35 seconds left, we're still gonna be able to get this. Though it's close, but I take it. And this is the weird thing though, like before I used to have 3 heroes alive against this base, so I don't know why it went this bad. I don't know, man. Sometimes you make like a small difference, or basically you change the plan and you make a small difference, everything goes to shit. But it's all good though. A 3 star is a 3 star. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.